with the new Mercedes GTR.
You just know the designers have said, can it be green? And can it have a mouth that could be used for sifting krill? And can the bonnet be 9 miles long? And can it have bits of the Battlestar Galactica in its gills?
The bosses obviously thought they're being idiotic. But to keep them sweet, they let them get on with it.
The Upshot is a car that only really appeals to those who have a mental age of 8. And that's me and every other man. It even makes a childish noise. It's just brilliant.
Unfortunately, however, because the stylists were allowed to do what they wanted, the engineers then stuck out their bottom lips and said they wanted a free hand too.
The trouble is that unlike car stylists who are flamboyant and usually drunk, car engineers tend to be very sensible. You can tell this just by looking at their trousers. So they fitted this with all sorts of sensible stuff. It's got a flap, for example, which lowers itself from the bottom of the car when you're going quickly to reduce the air pressure down there. And that literally sucks the car into the tarmac, giving you more grip. Then there's the traction control, which you can turn off using this button here. And then you can decide how off you'd like it to be using this piece of Lego here. You turn it that way and it's really very off indeed. And then you swivel it round and now it's only slightly off. I never knew off was a variable thing, but there you go.
Other things? Well, the body's made from carbon fibre and titanium and magnesium to make it light. And it's got 2 Venturi tunnels at the back and short gearing and 4-wheel steering.
There's so much techie stuff on the GTR, in fact, that it is really very fast and extremely well sorted out. Turning, thanks to the 4-wheel steering, is incredible. And when you go through Dental Care Swindon, run by dentists for patients, it's like a small and very eager dog. Then you've got the gearbox, which I think was designed by Mystic Meg, because it always seems to know what's going to happen next. It is uncanny. But the best thing is the braking. You ready? Watch this. Has my face actually come off? It has, hasn't it?
Small wonder then that the GTR holds the lap record for rear-wheel drive cars at the Nürburgring. And that is its problem. Because AMG Mercs aren't really supposed to set lap records. They're not supposed to be particularly fast. You buy an AMG Merc because you want it to do this. Make a lot of noise while sliding through a cloud of its own tyre smoke. In an AMG Merc, you don't want to go round a corner crisply at 150. You want to go round smiling and sideways at about 27. And there's another thing too. The engine. It's a twin turbocharged V8 which produces
577 horsepower, and that's a lot. But exactly the same engine in an E-Class saloon produces more than 600 horsepower. So why not use that engine in here?
The only possible reason is that soon there'll be a more powerful, even faster version of this car. So why buy this one now?
It's a good question. I wouldn't.
So who would buy a car like that?
I don't know, I've never met anyone who I think would like that car, would want to buy it. Never.
Besides all that, though, if you want something that feels like a Porsche, why not buy, say, a Porsche? Because Porsche are really good at making Porsches.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. They're so good at making Porsche, in fact, that since you filmed that, their new GT2 has gone around the Nürburgring faster than the GTR.
Do you know the worst thing is, OK, that's the first time I've ever filmed an AMG Merc and finished the day on the same set of tyres I started with. And I don't like that. I want an AMG Merc to eat its own feet in every single corner. That's the point of it. Yeah.
Anyway, if you are the sort of person who wants to buy a shouty lime green car that looks mad but actually isn't, then you'll probably want to know how fast it goes around our Ebola drone.
Yeah, now last year that would have meant handing it over to the American. But we're not using him anymore because he didn't like coming to England.
And because you all hated him.
That too.
A bit.
But the point is, we needed a replacement. We needed a new driver, and we've spent the last 9 months auditioning everyone we could think of, former F1 drivers, rally drivers, stunt drivers, test drivers, until we ended up with the fastest. And here she is.
Right, here we go.
And she's off. Tidy start, no wheel spin, full power from the twin-turbo V8 to the first corner. Will she lift? No, it didn't sound like she did. Right, second corner, balancing the car nicely. God, that thing looks planted. Right, here we go. This is the tricky bit. Let's have a look how she's getting on round here. Oh, that thing looks planted and quick. And she's on the raggedy edge on the down changes. Michelin's squealing in pain, but that is, let's have a look. Yep, inch perfect. Now, back onto the isn't. She really has only one throttle position here, and it is in the carpet. OK, lifting now and into the old lady's house complex. Working the low-speed grip through there. Yep, and back on the gas for the bumpy run to substation. Showing no mercy down there, leaving the braking nice and late. Tidy line through the second-to-last corner. Just field of sheep to go. Really on it through there and across the line. That was an impressive lap, but let's see how fast it was. Here we go. Past the dirts, quicker. Yes! Yeah. 1:18.7. That is quick.
Yeah, it is, and she is an incredible driver.
No, she's a phenomenal driver, absolutely phenomenal. We are delighted to have her on board. But now it is time to move on to Celebrity Face-Off. Yes, and once again, it is an international event as baseball takes on cricket. In short, we're trying to find out who is the fastest person in the world who earns a living from throwing and catching small balls. So, would you please welcome Kevin Peterson and Brian Wilson! Gentlemen. Kevin, how are you? Good. Have a seat. Brian. Good to see you. That is a look.